This is Greg Strange at the Institute of Directors with the latest in our series of business vidcasts looking at business issues. And on the agenda today is the Enterprise Agenda. And I'm joined by Miles Templeman, who's Director General of the Institute of Directors. Miles, the Enterprise Agenda, the Department for Business, Enterprise and Regulatory Reform, BER, is going to try and make it easier for small business. Haven't we heard this before from government?
Many times. And the real question is, will this initiative, which was launched this week by the Chancellor in his rather dull budget, will it be any different? And we don't know yet. Lots of the items in it are important, but will they really come to be action that business will feel?
What exactly does the government propose to do?
Well, there's several areas. Firstly, they want to help remove some of the regulatory burden that particularly hits small and start-up businesses. And they're looking at exempting very small businesses, below 20 people, from some of the regulations. Wise words, good intent, will it actually happen? Second area, to help business get finance. One of the big issues that small businesses find is where to find finance at an acceptable cost. Government's going to get directly involved in helping them to find finance, and it is even talking about investing in small businesses. Thirdly, they're going to think about helping small businesses get their share of government procurement. And that's something they've talked about for a long time. The US has a much higher rate of SMEs getting government contracts than we have in this country, so they want to help it. And they also actually want to help women start up businesses more. So there's a whole different lot of areas. The real question is it any different to what we've heard in the past? Potentially.
Well, you, of course, at the Institute of Directors must welcome such a move, even if it's touched with a note of cynicism.
Well, I don't like being cynical because it's not helpful, but you're quite right. It's very difficult to avoid some sort of sense of, is this any different to what we've heard before? I think it is different in one way, is that we have ministers now who really do want to try and achieve something, or I believe they do, and that's important. But they've got to find action plans down the line. They've got to get the civil servants on board. They've got to get all of their organisations right down to the bottom, fully engaged in implementing this, and that remains to be seen.